Namaskaram everyone. In today's narration, we continue with the story of King Prachinabarhis. Vijitashva, the son of Prithu, ruled the kingdom after his father had gone away to the forest. He appointed his 4 brothers to rule the 4 quarters and himself ruled the entire kingdom. Vijitashva had a wife by the name Nabhaswati, and she bore him a son by name Havirdhana. This son, however, was not like other children. Even when he was a young man, he declared he had no interest in ruling the kingdom, and he refused to be caught up in the toils of kingship. He went away to the pursuit of salvation deep into the forest. Havirdhana had a wife, Havirdhani, and she bore him 6 sons before he abandoned the kingdom. Barhishat was the eldest of them. He married Shatadhruti, the daughter of the Lord of the Seas. She was so beautiful that it is said that when the couple went around him during the wedding ceremony, the god of fire fell in love with her and desired her. 10 sons were born to this couple, and they were famed as the Prachetas brothers. They grew up to be God-fearing, well-versed in the Dharma Shastra, and ever devoted to Narayana. Their father asked them to take upon themselves the task of continuing the line, and as a preparation for it, they were sent to the sea, and there they performed intense tapas. King Barhishat was a man who believed in the performance of yagnas. He was fascinated by it, and so absorbed was he in it that he was always performing one yagna after the other. In course of time, this became with him an obsession. The moment one yaga was completed, he would begin another. At that time, the entire earth was covered by kushagras, which was used for the yagnas. He got the name Prachinabarhis because of the kushagras which was spread on the face of earth, with the tip of each blade pointing towards the east. When his sons were away performing tapas, the father was still engaged in performing yagnas. Sage Narada took pity on him and told himself, "This good king is wasting all his life in the pursuit of the karma kanda, which is not going to help him prepare for his salvation. I will go to him and show him the easier path of bhakti and save him." Narada went to the presence of King Barhishat. The king honored him as was his due, and having placed him in an elevated seat, the king sat at his feet. Narada inquired after the welfare of the country and then said, "O king, I see that you are engaged in the performance of innumerable yagnas. But you will not realize salvation as a result of this karma kanda. We must all remember that our Shastras always spoke of balance. The removal of sorrow and the attainment of happiness are the 2 things that man desires in this world. But the wise are of the opinion that these karmas, the performing of these karma kandas, do not grant either of these wishes to the performer. Is there then a third objective which you are pursuing? Tell me what your purpose is in the incessant yagnas that you are performing. The king said, My lord, involved as I am in the karma kanda and its performance, I have not been able to think of a third objective. Salvation has not come to my mind till today. Please have the goodness to tell me what I should do to attain salvation. I realize that I have been foolish. I have been so absorbed in the karma aspect of the yagnas that I have not once thought of the other paths that the yogas speak about. I have not once ever thought of moksha. This is the beauty of Narada. How subtly and how devotedly he puts forth the thought of moksha in the king, while also inquiring and making him inquire about the purpose of his acts which he was just simply attached to. Man is caught up in the web made up of affections of different types. Love for his wife and children, love for home, love of wealth, love of kingdom. He is foolish and he is ignorant of the ways of reaching the other world. In his involvement with the things of this world, he has not considered that there is another life after this, and that there is another world for which one has to prepare oneself. My lord, all these many years I have been like this, and your words have made me pause for a while and think. Till now, I had no time to think, so busy was I with action. Much similar, my dear listeners, to the way we are today, so busy with our work that we do not really even think what is the purpose that we are trying to achieve, and that money or power or name and fame, are they the endpoints or means to something much larger? What am I to do? Please teach me the method by which I can get freedom from the bondage of karma. You tell me now that all this will not lead me to the other world. What should I do to shake off this obsession and save myself? Please help me, said Prachinabarhis to Narada. Narada said, by performing yagnas which are so many that it is easier to count the grains of the sand on the shore of the sea, do you know what you have gained so far? I will show you. The sage led the king to the terrace of the palace. With his yogic power, Narada summoned the cows which the king had sacrificed since so long. Look, said Narada, look at the thousands and thousands of cows which you have killed thus far in the name of yajna. They are waiting for you to die so that they can wreak their vengeance on you. They are so angry with you that they are just waiting to gore you with their horns which are hard and firm as rods of iron. The king looked at them and then at Narada. He spoke not a word. Narada led him back to the interior of the palace and said, I will relate to you the story of Puranjana, which is as old as the hills. Listen to it carefully and you will enjoy it. It is a very beautiful story about a handsome man and a lovely damsel. Sit and listen to me. We will continue with the story of Puranjana as narrated by Narada to King Prachinabarhis in the following week. Hari Om.